There is something eerie about tropical glaciers, ice that shouldn't exist, holding on in equatorial sunlight. And Ruiz is one of the last places in Colombia where that is still true. From winding high-altitude roads through misty fog, to hidden hot springs that look like they don't belong in this world, to a volcano that once melted its own glacier within minutes. Is this the most scenic route in Colombia? Let's find out, because we got nowhere to be and everywhere to go.
Have you ever asked yourself, when is the right moment to start your own adventure? We choose ours and decided now is the moment. We are Andrea, Christian and Nacho. Together we are driving the longest road in the world, over 40,000 kilometers, from the Arctic Ocean to the southern tip of South America. This is the Pan American Highway. We're not rushing, we are here to catch every moment, every place and every story we find along the way. This isn't a break from life, this is life. Raw, real and better than we ever imagined.
The night before, we ended up finding Enrique's glamping place just outside Manizales. Kind of by good luck, and it turned out to be a really solid starting point for exploring Los Nevados. And if you watched our videos before, you already know Christian needs coffee before he's socially functional. Ideally, before he's asked any questions. The hills held this deep, wet green, almost too dense for light to pass through, and the morning sun settled over them in a pale, quiet glow, still filtered through thin bands of cloud. We even spotted a few tourmaline sun angels, hummingbirds that spend most of their lives up here between roughly 2,300 and 3,400 meters. Adios. Of course, we took the shortcut instead of the paved road. The forest closed in around us, leaves so dark and green they seemed almost black in the soft morning light, brushing against our windows as we passed.
So the owner of the last place that we were, Enrique, told us that there is a hot spring somewhere here. I'm gonna check if I find something. hot water here. Super nice and crystal clear. This place is really incredible. Looks amazing. I'm sure not a lot of people know it. It's amazing. Look at this waterfall.
Nice view.
Nice view. Zero visibility. And we have some flowers as a decoration here. Bushes.
I thought they were for me, man.
Yeah, they are.
Aw.
Yeah.
No flowers for your wife?
Oh, no flowers.
God damn it. But Willy got flowers.
Yes. Gonna put our sticker here. Oh. To honor this nice, really beautiful national park that we're gonna enter soon, and yeah, top.
To be honest, entering the national park wasn't really an option for us, because dogs are not allowed. So we decided to explore the areas just outside of the park instead. The road outside of the national park, via Nevado, winds up the mountains like it's chasing the clouds. At times, it feels impossible high, over 4,100 meters, the air thin and sharp against our skin. Tiny waterfalls spill down from the Páramo, flowing over moss-covered rocks, their streams waving through the mist like silver threads, stitching the mountains together. Below, the hills roll in endless layers of green, mist clinging to every slope, softening the edges of the world as we climb higher into the clouds. Nevado del Ruiz is a snow-covered stratovolcano rising more than 5,300 meters above sea level. On the night of November 13, 1985, the volcano erupted. The explosion itself was moderate in size, but the heat from the eruption rapidly melted about 10% of the summit ice immediately. Water mixed with volcanic ash, rock, and debris, forming fast-moving lahars, dense rivers of mud capable of destroying anything in their path. More than 70 kilometers away, the town of Armero lay directly in their path. By morning, Armero was almost completely destroyed. An estimated 23,000 people lost their lives, making it one of the deadliest volcanic disasters of the 20th century. When we asked if we could stay the night, the owner looked a bit worried. Turns out this is the lahar run-out zone, and avalanches are a real possibility. So yeah, not exactly a low-risk campsite.
Esa humarola que está botando allí, que se llama el cráter Arena. Uno que otro guía maluco. Muy querido.
So we slept here on the parking lot, which was the first moment was a bit funny, but and we had visitors all night long.
Yeah.
So somehow a lot of people come here and I don't know, smoke some stuff. Yeah.
It's, I mean, they didn't do anything, everything was fine, but if you wake up at 1 a.m. with people surrounding your car, it's a bit weird.
You're not 100% sure if it's okay or not.
Yeah. But we are fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we had a nice coffee here from the lady. From the little
I
booth.
had coca tree, which helps with the altitude, because we are now on 3,600 meters.
Vamos porque el agua se mueve.
Buenos días.
Se la mueve.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Buen día. Yes, and it was very cold in the night. We have now 2 degrees. And
Yeah.
it's nice to be up in the cold.
And on the other side you see the glacier from the volcano. And yeah, we have a lot of people here. They hire a guide and they do like the whole volcano tour, and they stop here to explain the whole structure of the glacier and everything. Yeah.
We honestly can't put into words how insane this place is. Colombia just keeps surprising us with its majestic, impossible landscapes.
Very nice trek, really. So if you drive through Colombia, drive this road, it's really nice. And you have to do it very early in the morning, otherwise you have everything full of clouds and fog.
High in the Colombian Andes, where clouds move like slow tides across the mountains, life survives in ways that almost feels impossible. Here, the Frailejones stand watch. Tall, pale, covered in soft silver hairs that catch the light of a sun that burns and freezes at the same time. At first glance, they seem fragile, but these plants are the quiet engineers of the Páramo. And they grow painfully slow. So when you see one taller than your knee, you might be standing next to something older than your grandparents' grandparent. I love it here, man. I love it.
Really nice.
Yes.
No?
Amazing.
What do you like the most?
I personally like the fog. I think it gives everything a very mystical mood. And I like the mix between the special trees and like the wildflowers, and yeah, it's really nice. Really nice. The Páramo is amazing. After spending time up in the thin, cold air of the high mountains, we knew it was time to move on south towards Córdoba. What are you eating?
So we just bought the arepas from the booth here from the lady. And with the mantequilla and cheese, which is butter and cheese.
And?
It's really good. Super creamy. I like it.
It's a lot of cheese.
It's never enough cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For you and Nacho both. Huh? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, enjoy it.
Thank you.
Hello.
So we finally found the place. Today was super difficult. We drove from the volcano place to Armenia, and we wanted to stay at some coffee or cacao finca, and it was, so we asked like 3 or 4 different fincas, and they all said no, we are not allowed to park there and for the night, and yeah, somehow we found this place, and yeah,
It's really nice.
super nice, and the lady is super nice, Patricia. And gonna stay here for tonight, and we're gonna decide tomorrow or stay another night maybe, or yeah, enjoy the night.
But first, we have to walk Nacho.
Yes, Nacholino.
Patricia, the owner, invited us for a cup of coffee. Coffee she grows herself here on the finca. As we sat, she told us its story, how it belonged to her grandparents, and how a powerful earthquake destroyed much of it, forcing the family to leave. When Patricia returned 15 years later, most of the coffee hills had been swallowed by forest. Instead of trying to restore everything, she decided to let nature take its course, turning the finca into a natural reserve while carefully rebuilding parts of it. She also took her time telling us about the birds that visit the finca, pointing out their colors, their calls, and even the little things they like to eat.
Con ese carro, yo se lo compro.
Sí, ok, perfecto. Gracias. Adiós.
And hey, if you made it all the way here, thank you. Every like, comment, share, and subscription helps more than you know. A special thank you to those of you supporting us through Super Thanks, Patreon, or in any other way. Thank you for being a part of our story. See you in the next one.
Adiós.